Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready up. Scotland, 41's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Dodge. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, shoot. SOS.
Operating from the gun. Dodge. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun. Dodge. Steps away to his left. And he's now the ball comes loose. And the Texans scoop it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. They run Devontae Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Check. Mike 41. We've got a wedge down.
Now it's Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The 60 outlaw. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Please grip.
On first and 10, Dodge. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Let's go.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Oh, you got deep? Check three.
61, matchbox, white.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
You got it.
A gain of 3, second down.
Got it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
You draw Corker.
Check.
This is Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Dodge. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Christian Travis.
They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Hatch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
15. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Shoot.
Get it.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Push attack! 19! 124! Get that ball, D! Let's get that ball! Mike 50! Mike 50! Curl! Mike's 50! Mike's 50! Strip the ball! Strip that ball! Check 99! Check 99! Shoot!
They'll try the air now with Watson. And an alley to run! Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Check 26, check 26. No. Check 31, check 31. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 36.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. On third down, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Switch. Check. Cross.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On the ground, it's Eckler. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Check. I got him. On me. Hey, switch gears. Slam. Down him, go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mark 55.
Following the fumble recovery. Dodge. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Reset.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check nine, check nine. Check nine, let's go.
Now Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
19. Get him. Get 59. Hey, let's go.
Here is Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. They'll run here with Eckler. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Check the hot read. Check safety, check safety. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
It's Eckler again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
This is it. 19. 15. Check my 50.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
It's just me and you. It's 31. Check 52. SOS. Check 4. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Switch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 13. Watch the safety creek. Check. Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Walk twist. Check. 124. He's coming. Double up. 1059.
Eckler, they run left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
90 Wolf.
Double time. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Protein spill. 5.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw. Dodge. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off play action. Dodge. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ear. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. J.J. Watt providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Dodge trying to lay one up deep. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. No. Off. Give me 4. Check 31.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Get set. 19. Check. Open 4. 9, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 24.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Fourth down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch block, motion, block. Watch twist. Watch.
On the ball. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Dodge. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Operating from the gun. Dodge. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Looking to throw. Dodge defensively. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Reset. 19. 50. Know your job.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their